Asthma is the most common lung disease in children, and it's not clear why the rates of asthma have gone up. But now there is a new theory. The month when a child is born can influence their risk of developing asthma later in life, according to a new study. And researchers believe that the reason is because of the season. Cold and flu season, to be precise. Researchers found that babies born in the fall, approximately 4 months before the peak of cold and flu season, had a 30% increase in the odds of developing asthma. It appears that exposure to respiratory viruses in the winter may trigger the disease process responsible for asthma. But before you try to time your pregnancy or try to isolate your baby for fear of them catching a cold, remember that more study will be necessary to confirm this theory. If you feel stressed at work because of pressure from the boss, it may be more than just an annoyance.
I think bosses should be aware that they can have a negative impact on the health of their employees, and so they must take it quite seriously.
A Swedish study found that employees who worked for an unfair or incompetent boss for at least 4 years had a 64% increased risk of serious heart disease. But it's still not clear yet why this happens.
It means that there are some people who have a vulnerability to developing heart disease, and they're sensitive to what's going on in the politics of the job.
So what can you do about it?
They should speak up. They should become more assertive. They should realize that they're being affected and that it's possible to be affected by work stress.
In addition, exercising regularly could help manage work stress and maintain a healthy heart at the same time.
Particles that are small emit in the blue light.
They can give off light of different colors, and they have a variety of electric and magnetic properties. We're talking about nanotechnology.
It involves technology that's between the sizes of 1 to 100 nanometer materials that are about 1,000 times smaller than the diameter of a piece of hair.
Nanoparticles can be compared to grains of sand, but whereas sand can be used to build buildings and sidewalks, nanoparticles can be customized in a lab to make a wide variety of products. And one of the first proposed commercial uses of nanoparticles was in the cosmetics industry.
Because of the interesting colors of nanoparticles, you can tune the colors. They actually want to use in hair dyes.
They're also used to coat bowling balls to help reduce friction, and they can even help to identify tumors.
They can be used as contrast agents in cancer imaging.
The problem is we don't know the health effects of these microscopic particles when they get into our bodies.
Even within the research community, there's still controversies whether these things are toxic or not.
A recent comprehensive report on nanotechnology by the Council of Canadian Academies came to the same uncertain conclusion about the potential health impacts.
The notion is the nanocrystals are toxic, but based on our animal study, it shows that they're relatively benign.